You're listening to The Bo's Nose, a podcast about QI Roberts Junior Senior High School in Putnam County, Florida. And I'm your host, Mr. Bose. Today in studio, we have the 9th grade class representative candidates here to make their plea to the voters to vote for them. Thank you for joining me. Let's go around the table and please introduce yourselves to the listeners and answer the question as you do. Why are you interested in becoming the 9th grade student government representative?
Hello, I'm Elijah Ibanez, and I'm interested in becoming a student government representative because ever since I was in elementary school, I've always wanted to represent my class and give them a voice.
Hello, my name is Ethan Porch. I want to be a student representative because I want to do good for the school. I want to, kind of help our pep rallies and homecomings be better.
Hi, I'm Dustin Pendleton, and I want to be in student government because I think I can help this school and just really make the students be heard.
My name is Kale Purdue, and the reason I want to be a representative is because ever since I was in 7th grade and starting the school, I've been wanting to be an outlet for helping the kids get heard and having them have a voice.
I'm Sia Patel, and I want to be a representative because I want to take on more leadership roles and be more involved in my school.
Very good. So let's go ahead and get started with our questions here. So let's go first one to Dustin, let's start with you. And your question is going to be, how do you plan to effectively represent the interests and concerns of your fellow students if elected?
I think I can do this because since 7th grade, I've just really been trying to look out for the interests of everyone and make sure that everyone is on the same page about something. And I like to think of myself as an empathetic person, and I think I can make sure that everyone is heard.
Very good. Kale, same question.
The reason that I would like to do this is because I think that I want the students to be heard and I want them to have a voice, and I would take more consideration into what they want and how they feel about things and make sure that everyone is okay with it in the end.
Okay, very good. I want to ask the two of you a kind of a follow-up to that because you both talked about making sure the students' voices are heard. How are you going to do that? How do you plan on making sure that their voices are heard?
I plan to make sure that everyone is involved, and I'm make sure that I need to ask everyone's opinion on things and just have everyone come to a consensus on things.
I don't mean to go off of what he said, but I do also think that I would ask around, get everyone's opinions on things, and then try and base a conclusion from there.
Okay, very good. Let's see. Elijah, next question is for you. How would you approach collaborating with other student government representatives and other student organizations on campus to achieve common goals?
So, I was thinking we could plan sort of dances or events and stuff like that, collaborating with FFA and Beta Club and stuff like that. And we could use the other representatives from other grades to get better ideas on how to fund it and stuff of that sort.
Okay, very good. Sia, same question.
Can you repeat the question?
Absolutely. So how would you approach collaborating with other student government representatives and other student organizations?
Talk to them about what they're doing, and then we can all come on one term. And then also I'm in another club, so we can talk to the other clubs about it.
Okay, good. Let's see. Kale, we're coming back to you.
All right.
How do you plan to gather feedback and input from the student body to ensure that their voices are heard and considered in decision making?
Well, I feel like everyone's opinion matters in the end because that one person may feel left out or they may not like it. So you may want to survey them in a way, or try and get, like I said, their opinion on it. And I would just try and make sure that everyone is good with it.
So do you think you would try to survey them all the time or just on very specific issues?
Well, I think specific, it's kind of a weird word to toss in on that. I think that I feel like it should be like not really a regular thing, but on certain occasions, yes. And like dances or pep rallies, I would ask like what they thought of it or what their input was on it and how we could maybe improve it based on how it was last time.
Okay. Let's see. Ethan, same question.
Can you repeat the question again?
Absolutely. It is, how do you plan to gather feedback and input from the student body to ensure that their voices are heard and considered in decision making?
I feel like it's really important for everyone to kind of just listen to each other. I feel like you can consistently ask questions, and if someone's like kind of being quiet, you should ask them like, hey, how do you feel about this? What do you think about this? And I feel like you should do this quite often, not really in specific times, because it's really important to know what they think, because they could have good ideas, even better ideas than what you think.
Okay, and then in terms of asking them, do you foresee that, like some of the other candidates, where that's a formal process through surveys, or you think that's more of a informal, just as you're walking around campus talking to your fellow class sort of thing?
So in my opinion, I think that's an informal thing, because it would be much easier to get more information out of people if you just kind of go up and ask them what they think. But of course, you could do it if it's more of like a serious topic. You could do that more formal and have them interviewed.
Okay, very good. Elijah, next question is for you. How do you handle conflicts or disagreements when working in a team?
So if we're in a team and there's a conflict or disagreement, I feel like we should just talk about like ways where we can come to an agreement, and we can talk about like different solutions to where we can get both of our sides and turn it into like one solution.
Okay. Dustin, same question.
Could you ask the question again?
Yes. So the question is, how do you handle conflicts or disagreements when working within a team?
So a lot of the time in like a team, what I like to do is I like to try and make sure that everyone's calmed down, and because of that, I'm sort of seen as like a leader in the group, like an alpha. But I do think that I can.
I'm sorry.
But I do think that I can handle conflict really well.
Okay. Let's see. With that, I actually want to go to you, because you're kind of, as the rest of this group is busy laughing, you're kind of a newcomer to this bunch. So are there any specific initiatives or projects that, as if you were elected as a representative, that you'd want to implement or support?
I guess just really working with like other clubs and trying to like get the whole entire school involved in like an activity or an event.
Very good. Listeners, we have an opportunity for that coming this homecoming, because we are going to do QI's first homecoming parade, where each club and organization can make a float and out of a wagon, and we'll pull it around campus. So, Ethan, next question is for you. How do you plan to balance your academic responsibilities with the time commitment required for being a class representative?
So if I'm a class representative, I plan to show up on every single meeting and be here on time. But on every single other day of Power Hour, there's like an hour to do whatever work you need to get done. And I always try and manage my time in class, right? So oftentimes we'll have like time at the end of the class to do work. So I'll take advantage of that and do it there. And as soon as I get home, I'll finish all my work.
Very good. And then last question of this round will go to Sia. I want to give you a chance to answer this question, because you haven't had a chance to answer something like this yet. but slightly different wording. How will you communicate and engage with students who may not be actively involved in student government?
I mean, just talk to them outside of school. I know most of the people in our grade, and I've known them since like 6th or 7th grade. So I'll just talk to them.
Okay, very good. Alrighty, so that ends our round of questioning. Sounds weird. So I'm going to give each of you a chance for kind of a closing statement, if you will. And I want you to center your closing statement around this question. What experience or qualities do you possess that specifically make you a strong candidate for this role? And we'll actually go in reverse order of our introduction. So, Sia, we'll start with you.
My friend said that I do what's right, and also I'm a president of Anchor Club, so I've already taken like a leadership position, so I know what to do.
I think that I am a good candidate for a representative because I have been in student government for the past 2. I think this is my going on 3rd year now, and I think that I am used to leadership roles, and I think that it wouldn't be anything new for me to have another one.
I think I'd be good because in a lot of group projects, I am the person who's like managing everything, and so I think I'm well experienced with like leadership.
I think I should be a candidate or for the representative because I have been in student government for the past year, and I was a representative during that time. So I feel like I have the experience to, know what it takes.
Yeah, I was the class president for the 8th grade class last year, and I was also a representative in 7th grade. So I think I have a good amount of experience, and I also possess determination, and I'm very outgoing, so I'm good at public speaking.
Very good. Thank you all for taking the time to sit down with me. Listeners, our voting will be September 15th during Power Hour, so make sure you mark your calendars. And that wraps up another episode of The Bows Knows. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Listeners, if you like the podcast, subscribe on your favorite podcast player of choice so you don't miss out on future episodes. And please share with your friends. Until next time, excellence in all endeavors.